There's one thing I absolutely refuse to do in the ATM business, no matter how good the deal looks. This is a simple rule that saved me from losing thousands. If you're serious about protecting your business, you'll need to know this. So stick around, because skipping this lesson could cost you big time. So one of the things that I strongly believe in the ATM business is location agreements. We talk about this all the time. I will not go into a location without having a location agreement. This is my deal breaker for me. This is one of the things that we don't cross the line on. Here's my top 3 reasons why we go in with a location agreement. Number 1, location agreement always spells out the deal. It's going to say location gets X, we get Y. Here's the surcharge. This is what our service is going to be. This is how we're going to respond to a service call. This is what you get and how often you're going to get it. The reason that's important is because sometimes when you talk and you tell a person what you're going to do, they hear something else. This takes away all that. I've been in specific times when I said, hey, we do a $3 surcharge, you get 50 cents. And the guy says, no, I heard $1.50. And I'm like, no, it was 50 cents. And then we have an argument about that. In the location agreement, it clearly spells out. I can say, look, here's the paper. You signed it. 50 cents goes to you. The $2.50 goes to me. Here's your signature. And they say, oh yeah, I guess I did. I didn't understand. Here it is. The location agreement clearly defines what that means and what the deal is. Point number 2, it keeps you in the location. Sometimes when you're in business, what'll happen is you'll make the deal. They're all excited. They're all excited about the deal. They're excited about what you're going to do. And then somewhere down the line, somebody else comes in and tries to undercut what you did. Maybe say, hey, I'll give you $1.50. You're only getting 50 cents. I'll give you $1.50 to kick that other guy out. And the guy says, oh, well, 50 cents is $1.50 is better than 50 cents. So I'm going to kick him out. Well, guess what? You got a location agreement. You didn't do anything wrong. And this keeps you in the deal for the length of the contract. Now, people might argue and say, oh, well, if they don't want you in there, I want to get out. That's great. That's the way you want to run your business. That's not the way I want to run my business. The way I want to run my business is I want to run it like building blocks. I want to stack one block on the other block onto the next block. I want to make a big tower. And I can't do this if I'm building on sand that is going to move. So the way we do that is we always lay down the brickwork. We lay down the cement first. We put footings in, and then we put bricks on top of the footings, and we build our tower up. Without location agreements, I'm building on sand, and I don't want to build a business on sand. And point number 3, and this is always important, if you don't have a location agreement, if you're dealing with a business owner and that business owner goes out of business and they leave, and then you go to put money in the ATM and the ATM store is closed and you see your ATM there and you can't get in, and then maybe after a couple of weeks you figure out, well, look, that business owner left. I got to get the landlord. You get the landlord and you go, hey, that ATM in there, I wanted to take my ATM out. And they said, no, that guy said it was his ATM. He owes me a bunch of money. Therefore, that ATM is mine. Now you have an argument. So when you have location agreement, you say, look, I understand what you're saying. Unfortunately, that ATM is mine. I have a piece of paper. Do you have a lawyer that I can send this to, or you want to see our location agreement? You send the lawyer or the building owner your location agreement and you get your ATM back. How many times, if I didn't have that, I would have lost my ATM. The lawyers always say, hey, send me your contract that says that's your ATM. I send them the contract. They say, no problem. XYZ building owner can meet you at this time. Can you pick your ATM up? More than happy to. Thank you very much. This is another reason, and one of the best reasons, to always have location.